What is that? What is that, Marilyn?
Gobblet Gobblers.
Gobblet Gobblers? Say, this is actually called Gobblet Gobblers, right? It's for ages 5 and up, and it's a 2-player game. So, this is...
I'm playing with Daddy.
You want to play with Daddy? This is our first official thing to review for being part of the Timberdoodle blog team. Timberdoodle sent us this game to give our honest opinion and feedback. And since we were headed out on an awesome, fantastic road trip that we would have a lot of downtime in the afternoon, we decided to pack it in with all of our amazing, super fun things to do. So the first thing that we are doing, day 1, getting out of our magical tote box, the first thing we're going to pull out to play is Gobblet Gobblers. So come along, we're going to go through in real time as we unbox the game and just see how we like and how we feel about it. Okay, I simply cannot not film in front of these amazing windows because look at this. Look at this view. So while we're here, we're gonna have a lot of downtime, and so we brought like tons of games, tons of things to do, and of course the kids picked like 10 million curriculum pieces. So we just got our box of things to talk about for Timberdoodle, so we figured that we would go ahead and bring them along since we'd have plenty of time to set them up and play with them and explore them, do something new and fun. So before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the bell for notifications. Now, I'm gonna get it set up, hopefully with a different camera angle so we can really see how this game goes. So Timberdoodle did send us this game for free, but they're just asking for my honest opinion. So guys, we haven't even opened this game up yet. I'm gonna give it to you exactly as it's happening. Before I forget to mention this, it's pretty important information. The Gobblet Gobblers game is included in the kindergarten and non-religious kindergarten kits for the 2020 school year. So it comes included in that kit, or you can purchase it separately, and their price on the Timberdoodle website actually saves you $1 over retail. Before I forget to mention, the premise behind this game is that one of the first things that kiddos learn to play and to strategize is Tic Tac Toe. But all too quickly, that ends in figuring out exactly how Tic Tac Toe works, and then it's just like stalemate after stalemate after stalemate. So the description of this game is that you can just keep playing. Like, there is no stalemates. They kind of eliminate that come to a draw kind of thing. So I'm excited to see if that's actually the truth, because tic-tac-toe can get old kind of fast. And here are our players. We have little Miss Mim. Marilyn, how old are you?
4.
Yeah, 4 years old. Are you gonna play this game with me?
No, with Amelia.
Yeah, you're gonna play the game with Amelia, but you're gonna sit down and play with us? What's the name? What's the name of the game?
You don't guess.
What's the name?
Gobblet Gobblers. Gobblet Gobblers.
Are you so excited? So this game is actually rated for 5 and up, but I think we can figure it out. So we've got Marilyn, who's 4, and how old are you?
8.
Amelia, who's 8. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think it's gonna be super fun?
Yeah, it's tic-tac-toe. I'm really good at tic-tac-toe.
You are really good at tic-tac-toe. Let's see what comes in it here. Okay, so opening the box. Look at that. We're definitely in the instructions, don't understand. So we've got 12 gobbler pieces, which by the way are super cute, and the grid. Okay, so let's start. Let's look at the directions. Line up 3 of your gobblers in a row to win. Okay, so you want to line up 3 in a row to win. These cute characters are hungry for fun. Listen. Test your memory and appetite for laughter. This easy to learn, quick game of strategy. Okay, so here's the rules. Are we ready?
Yes. I have 2.
Rules. 2 players, ages 5 and up. Contents, 4 bars to build a playing board. Just like that, Amelia, you had it right.
Yeah, I want to do
12 playing pieces called gobblers. So who wants to be blue and who wants to be orange?
Blue.
Here, I'm gonna set this over here. You want to be orange? Okay, let me set this over here. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to open this up. Just like tic-tac-toe, the object of the game, you must be the first player to line up 3 pieces in a row to win. So playing, each player chooses a color Then in turn, you can either. Okay, so get your pieces. Here we go.
Oh, it's not 5. It's 6.
Okay, so there's your pieces.
It's a family.
Listen. Hey, listen. Place a new gobbler on the board on an empty space or over a smaller gobbler. Move one of your gobblers already on the board to an empty space or over a smaller gobbler. Once you touch a gobbler on the board, you must move it. If you are the first player to line up 3 pieces in a row, you win. Here's a tip. You don't have to start with your biggest piece. Don't hesitate to gobble up your opponent's pieces. You can gobble up your own pieces. You can gobble up any smaller size gobbler. It does not have to be the next size down. Before you move a piece, try to remember what is under it. Because if you touch it, you might uncover something.
What do you mean uncover?
Always look at what your opponent is doing. Think ahead and have fun.
So what do you mean?
Okay, so my very first impression, what I like is that the pieces are bright and colorful and they have these adorable faces. I also like that the box has a special sized slot for each piece, so they're not just like thrown in a crazy box or in a bag. So I appreciate that. I can tell you, I have read the directions. I am not 100% clear what we are supposed to do here. And there is not a lot of answer here. Dad says he's got it, so Dad's here to help.
So you decide on your first turn, you're going to put yours here in the middle. Marilyn says, I'm going to put this guy here. And you say, this is Tic Tac Toe. I'm going to put my guy here. And Marilyn says, ha, I put that guy there. What you could do is then you can do this. You put yours over the top of it because you have a bigger one.
And you have 3 in a row.
And you have 3 in a row and you win.
Do you have to make it big to small?
But, no. It doesn't have to be in any order. So, what Marilyn could do, if you had one here, and Marilyn had covered up one of yours, she could put one there.
This one's harder than Tic Tac Toe.
Right.
Don't you understand? It's harder.
It is harder than Tic Tac Toe.
Dad.
What are they? What do they remind you of?
Russian dolls. Watch this. Hey, I'm gonna do it.
Hey!
It's a little pussy.
All right, Dad, please.
All right.
You can go first.
No, you go first.
Okay.
It's fine. So I gotta be honest, this is actually an incredibly fun game. It does take, because tic-tac-toe does get stale really fast, even with the kids. Once they learn how to do it, it's hard for anybody to win. If Mom and Dad were to play, I mean, it's stalemate after stalemate. This game is very intriguing. There's lots of different options. There's lots of different ways it can go. There's lots of ways to win. There's lots of ways to lose. So very interesting take on a pretty normal, a game everyone's played. So very fun, very simple.
Can we play again, please, Daddy?
And see, it's something that the kids are going to want to play over and over again.
Okay, one of the very important pieces of gameplay that I didn't realize until I was playing this game myself is that the nesting function can really get you in trouble if you forget what's under there. When you're moving, you can reveal a 3 in a row. if you're not careful, and basically win the game for your opponent. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Shanna from Making Everyday Magic, and I'm going to share with you our thoughts on Gobblet Gobblers. So, Timberdoodle sent us this in the Wimble books to give our fair and honest opinion about them, and I have to tell you, these things could not have arrived at a better time. They showed up on Thursday afternoon, and we packed up the car and headed here to Colorado for vacation. The only kind of vacation you could take during a pandemic. Okay, so we are kind of solo in this house and hiking alone during the day. So what we're doing is we're hiking in the mornings and we are playing super fun games in the afternoon. So the big box of things that my kids packed was like, I would say 70% technically things we've bought at schoolwork, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So they have voluntarily loaded up all the fun things to do. And guess what? These puppies arrived just in time. So here's my honest opinion. Super cute, right? It's bright, it's colorful. I'm liking the colors. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they come in other colors. So I think that could be fun too. Like a pink and purple, blue and green, blue and pink, like depending on like which kid gender makeup you have, that could be fun. The orange and blue is not bad. I like it. They stand out. It's very contrasting. The kids love it. I love that the box, you can see the little faces. I think this is in here upside down as we played with it. It is really cute. It's a really cute game. Okay, so let me take this out. So I like that these little things, these little gobblers, I like that it all fits in its perfect place in the box and it's not just kind of like thrown in there and mingled together, because I kind of hate that. I hate it when you spend good money on something and then they don't have the decency to give you a good package to store it. Stupid. You know, note to product manufacturers in the future, for real, make sure the box is worth keeping, because some of us keep the box. And it's easier if they look cute and neat in there. Look at that. See, isn't that cute? And look, they're all facing out. Look at that. That's like a great product photo. There you go, right there. Boom, boom. Okay. So my kids love it. The little one, it took a little while for her to really catch on. The 8-year-old, obsessed. And once she figured it out, is like crazy awesome at this. And it's ages 5 and up, and it's only 2-player. So ages 5 and up. So it's a little advanced for my 4-year-old, and she hasn't quite mastered Tic Tac Toe, because I think that would be the difference maker here, whereas my 8-year-old totally has. I have to be honest with you. So my husband loves it, and thank God my husband was here, because these directions, it's not enough for me. I was so confused. Like, I read them through one time. I didn't get it. Didn't get it at all. Luckily, I read them out loud and my husband snapped on it right away. But like, if it were just me and the kids, I genuinely probably would have read it again, still been confused, and then tried to look up a review like this to see how people were playing it. Like, in absolute honesty, I feel like a little bit more detail on these instructions could be really helpful. Like, I understand the pieces. I understand that it's based on Tic Tac Toe and it has 2 players. But as far as like actual gameplay details, it was hard for me to understand from these very simple instructions. Okay, so playing, it's literally, it's 2-step instructions here. Okay, 2. And it says each player chooses a color, then in turn you can either, number 1, place a new gobbler on the board in an empty space. So it's similar to Tic Tac Toe. Got that. Check. I understand. On an empty space or over a smaller gobbler. Got that. That made sense to me. Number 2, move one of your gobblers already on the board to an empty space or over a smaller gobbler. Once you touch a gobbler on the board, you must move it. Here's where I got confused. I don't fully understand. Did not fully understand what's happening. So the way to win, it says, if you are the first player to line up 3 pieces in a row, you win. I did not get it from this. My husband super did. So thank God that his brain was like totally grasping what was happening. So apparently you can take your gobblers, and when you have a new gobbler, you can either move your gobbler to gobble someone up to like block their straight line, a la Tic Tac Toe, or you can take a new gobbler and put it in a spot, or you can move them to gobble up the smaller ones. I didn't get this at all. So it's kind of like It's like high intensity Tic Tac Toe. It's like Sorry, so it has the like the emotional whams of the game Sorry, but it has like the strategic play of Tic Tac Toe, but you really don't end in stalemates. It is a really great and creative game, but I'm just saying from the directions, I would have needed a little more, in 100% honesty. It is a great game. My kids love it. My husband really loves it. Like, he picked up on it and is obsessed with this. So while it is geared most closely to my 4-year-old, I would say that as far as ranking of people who love this game, it is like dad, and then 8-year-old, and then the 4-year-old. But I think the 4-year-old, as she gets more practice and like this becomes kind of a common theme to her, like if she's mastered Tic-Tac-Toe, this will be like a whole other conversation. So I'm definitely gonna say you should get this. Guys, it's like so cheap. It's a great game. Board games are getting so dang expensive. So if you can say that this is strategy, it is learning, it is teaching your children, and let me tell you, I haven't seen it anywhere else, okay? So this is unique. It's not like you're just buying another Candyland. This would be a fantastic gift game, okay? But just be sure if they need to phone a friend to ask you how to play it, that you're there, stepping up with your added instructions, okay? The further explanation. I need the Cliff's Notes to this puppy, okay? But hands down, great family game. Great family game. And it really is a lot of strategy. And it's really fun because like my 8-year-old beat dad like fair and square, okay? So it really is easy to get kind of jumbled up. The 4-year-old's beating the 8-year-old. The 8-year-old's beating the dad. It's really fun. It's great to play. And I would super recommend it. Plus, it's so stinking cute, y'all. These colors and those little faces. So I would definitely say you should buy it. Absolutely. And I would buy it. Actually, this is something I would probably get as a gift for my nieces and nephews because I am the aunt who likes to get educational things because that's what I do. But this is definitely going on my must gift list. It's included in the 2020-2021 kindergarten and non-religious kindergarten curriculum kits. So I appreciate that they've sent it to us and we get to play with it a whole year before we are slated to. Because yes, you guys know we have the pre-K kits this year. The pre-K kit this year and the 3rd grade kit. Non-religious kits. So again, thank you to the fine folks at Timberdoodle for letting us play this amazing family game of strategic tic-tac-toe style family fun long before we are supposed to have it in our hands. Thanks. It's a really great game and I would add it. And I would probably add it like my 8-year-old's going into 3rd grade. So I would probably add it all the way through elementary just because of the way that it makes their brain think differently. And it's going to be incrementally harder based on their developmental level. So I think it's going to be something that really and truly ages with them well. So again, thank you Timberdoodle for sending this to us at just the perfect time. So we could have these fun vacation afternoons to play with it and to really enjoy it as a family and to master this. So we super appreciate you. And again, guys, this is definitely going to go on my will purchase with my money for my peoples that I know list. So by all means, I would say hands down, get it for real. It's great. It's been good money on this. So thank you for coming back. I hope that you found anything here entertaining or informative. I hope to have many more product reviews in the future because it's fun. It's a great thing to do. And like I said, this isn't something I probably would have come across. I hadn't seen it anywhere before. And I'm really thankful that we have it now because it's creative and different. And anything that's creative and different, but also simple enough that my 4-year-old can play it, but keeps dad entertained. That's a win, y'all. It's a win. It's checking all the boxes. So I'm going to put this in my good giving gift ideas, smart kid folder in my brain and move along. So thanks again. Thank you, Timberdoodle, for sending us such good and fun things to play with. If you found anything today entertaining or informative, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to look down in the description box, and I will have the link to the Gobblet Gobblers right down there for you. Use the link